I guess the last thing Manchester United need today with their dip in league form is another tough trip to Goodison Park today to face Everton, another club that has been some trouble for United in recent seasons. Obviously with the many transition years United have been under, it's not been easy. They're still top of the table thanks to Arsenal's loss last weekend, but their form is in the league is starting to dip a little bit. I think it is 2 league losses on the bounce now for United, and Everton, like we said, has always been a tough customer in the most recent years. Well, Manchester United do have increased their top scoring total to now 27, but as the league form will tell you, goals don't always equal wins these days. But I think it is the midweek fixtures that are taking their toll on Manchester United, especially the Europa League ones. Well, for Ronald Koeman started today is Gina Mira in goal, with Browning, Flores, Mori, Jagielka and Leighton Baines. It's Gareth Barry in the midfield as well. I think it's Romelu Lukaku that starts up front. I believe he wasn't transferred. I don't really remember that one. It's another makeshift squad for United today. David De Gea is always in goal with Semedo, Bailly, Piqué and Luke Shaw. It's Rooney, Carrick with Mata, Pogba and Memphis in the midfield. Zlatan up front by himself. Marcus Rashford, the 4-man on the bench. Passing, here's Valencia. James McCarthy. And a shot there by Barkley, blocked out by Bailly up for an Everton corner. And that's handball by, I think that might have been Nelson Semedo. Whether it was intentional or not, the referee said no, Everton corner. But maybe it should have been a free kick or a penalty. And to take the corner, it's headed back in. And Jagielka, it's going to go out for a goal kick. Helped him more than most, to be honest. Mata off the post and out. And Juan Mata has been an inspiration to United this season. A man that everyone thought that would be on his way out, but Juan Mata has revelled his second time under Jose Mourinho this time around. And good throw as well, but Memphis' touch is poor, but that's not going to matter. It's the end of the first half, and another 0-0 scoreline, which will look very familiar to Manchester United fans. But the play has certainly been better. But just like some points this season, Manchester United failing to convert the chances, although in this game it's a little bit different. They haven't really been made. Everton have held firm here. 0-0 at Goodison Park at the break. Never the case. Pogba plays to Ibrahimovic. Good ball to Mata. It's in. And Manchester United take the lead. Beautiful pass from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And Mata did the rest. Another goal for Juan Mata. Like we said in the first half, such a revelation under Jose Mourinho. The second time around for him. And he's banging in the goals. Beautifully weighted pass by Ibrahimovic. It's trademark Manchester United. Great shot from Mata. Low and hard. The keeper doesn't even move here. He's beaten. And Juan Mata, another goal. Beautiful stuff. Jose delighted as usual. And it's just such a great thing to see Juan Mata doing so well, although that does say first goal of the season for Juan Mata in the league apparently. I'm pretty sure he scored against Bournemouth. Maybe not. I'm surprised. I probably read that wrong, but in any case, Manchester United do have the lead and that's all they care about. It's a bad tackle there. Who was that? Rooney. And I think he might go in the book. And it's surely going to be a yellow card for Rooney, it is. And I think that was kind of reckless for Rooney, and he does protest a little bit, and Semedo is there to calm him down. He takes Barkley clean out. I think he's kind of lucky to see red, and you can see there. And Semedo just intervening. And I think Rooney had his eye on the ball and took the player instead. Definitely booking. He's got to be careful now. Memphis Moving it back in and towards Pogba. Forward by Bailly. And Bailly is another Everton player out. We could have another Manchester United player in the book. Manchester United have been a really disciplined team over the season so far, but a couple of bookings today. I don't have their cause, but like we said, it has been a good disciplinary record, so it's nothing to worry about. Oh, here comes Delfino. Good save by De Gea. Another good save by De Gea. A great saving by David De Gea. Hashtag Dave saves an effect. Here come United. And here comes Paul Pogba, I think it is. It is Paul Pogba. 2-0. Great play from Manchester United. Paul Pogba makes it 2-0. And it's game over in terms of who gets the points today. Great double save from David De Gea. Great throw, and the greatest of passes ends up with Paul Pogba chasing the cause and coolly putting it past the goalkeeper. Eric Bailly is probably going to get booked for the foul earlier, but Manchester United will not care. They have a 2-goal lead now. Brilliantly done from David De Gea to start with. Hashtag Dave saves in effect today. It's another goal for Paul Pogba. It's 6th of the league, and Manchester United really are multi-scoring. And I think the other player was booked. I believe it might actually be Piqué who was. I'll have a look in a second. And it was Michael Carrick who was booked earlier. So Rooney and Carrick in the book today. And it's not going to matter. The referee blows the full-time whistle. And Everton have been not convincingly beaten. But brilliant play from the likes of Mata and Pogba for the goals. And it's another typical Manchester United flashy performance that actually works, and that'll do them some good. Their league form has dipped a little bit, but the resurgence in confidence will do them the world of good as we go into the very tough Christmas period. Everton beaten here today by 2-0 thanks to Mata and Pogba in the second half. So we'll look at the other scores today. Crystal Palace beating Southampton by 3-1. Manchester City's free-fall season continues with a 3-1 loss against Chelsea. What is going wrong at Manchester City? It's certainly a surprise. High-flying Middlesbrough were beaten by Hull today by the same scoreline. Spurs beat Swansea by 1-0. Stoke City beating Burnley by 3-1. There's a lot of 3-1s today. Sunderland and Leicester, the champions, 2-2 draw, and West Brom also draw with Watford, both scoring a goal. Have a look at the Premier League table. Manchester United open up a 4-point lead over Chelsea and Spurs, who both overtake Arsenal today. Now into their regular 4th spot, I suppose. Watford up to 5th in a surprise, as Hull City and Middlesbrough drop out of the top 4 for the first time this season. Crystal Palace are 9th with the top 10 completed by West Brom, as the champions Leicester starting to creep up a little bit. Liverpool down into 12th, not having a great season themselves. West Ham 13th with Bournemouth, Swansea and Manchester City, who lost again today. Something is going really wrong, and they're just 2 points for the relegation zone taken by Everton, Sunderland and Burnley, whose form were looking good, but their loss today might knock their confidence a little bit, but they're only 3 points in safety. So all of a sudden, Burnley in with a shout after a pretty poor start to the season in terms of results anyway. Welcome to Old Trafford tonight. In the final round of group games before we reach the knockout stages, Manchester United are going for a full 100% record in their group. They haven't lost or dropped any points thus far. It's quite a superfluous matchup in a way, because Manchester United qualified a long time ago. This has been a relatively simple group for them, and as we said, going for a 100% record at the end of this one. And obviously they beat this team last time out rather convincingly as well. And there's the proof. 5 out of 5 for Manchester United. And the group has pretty much all been decided. But if Arouca do beat Celta Vigo in their matchup, they will go through on points. Points is the only way they can decide the second place teams. For Jose Mourinho, Sergio Aguero will play in goal with Darmian, Paul, Tuanzebe and Joe Riley. It's Schneidlin, Henwood in the midfield with Rooney. It's Martial and Lingard either side of the man so far this season in Marcus Rashford. And here is the Stormgoset team for you. It's I think Morgan Gas Pedersen is up there. I'm not really sure if that is the same person. Alan Boateng is another notable name. There's quite a few notable names in this Stormgoset team actually. Rashford, Martial, Rooney, side by side play. Wayne Rooney plays it beautifully to Rashford and it's through the keeper and Manchester United have the lead. Beautiful play again from Manchester United. It's been effortless for them. The passing is just so precise and wonderful to watch. Rooney brilliantly held up. Marcus Rashford will claim it. It was on target. So it's gone through his legs. I think he's hit the back of his leg on his way in, the keeper. Marcus Rashford gets another one to add to his already impressive looking collection. He's only a second in the Europa League, but Marcus Rashford has always scored a plethora of goals all season already. In other competitions as well. But not something he dwells into. Oh, that's brilliant play from Henwood. Good save by the keeper. And Aaron Henwood playing superbly well here. Look at this turn. Wonderful. His lack of speed on turns didn't hurt him there. Maybe a chance for him. And it's a keeper equal to it though. Rooney with the resulting corner. And Rooney with the resulting cross back in towards Rashford. And it's 2-0 with another assist for Wayne Rooney. He's probably only one goal away from Sir Bobby Charlton's goal scoring record, but wonderful assist here for Rooney. What a header by Rashford. Again, right out of a top draw. Another Alan Smith-esque header for him to marvel over. Back in his commentary position alongside Martin Tyler next to us. Marcus Rashford makes it 2-0 and scores his third goal of the league and the Europa League stage, and his second goal of the night. Marcus Rashford once again in dominant form. Paul Darmian. Jesse Lingard. Lingard whips it towards Rooney. And it's 3-0. The goals keep on coming. And now that puts Wayne Rooney level with Sir Bobby Charlton in terms of goals scored for Manchester United overall. Now one game away, or one goal away, from being all by himself as a Manchester United scorer in a phenomenal career. Wayne Rooney now is equal with a United legend, and something that'll make Aaron Henwood tear up as a United fan, but some records are made to be broken, and maybe Bobby Charlton's was one of them, but not quite yet. Rooney has drawn level. Marcus Rashford with the other two in what will probably turn into a history-making night, as Wayne Rooney now draws level in goal scoring with the legendary Sir Bobby Charlton on a night at Old Trafford. This could turn into a night of history-making. Manchester United 3, Stormgoset 0. They came here to relax, but they certainly haven't looked in relaxing tonight. They're 3-0 up at the break, and Rooney is on the verge of making history. Welcome back to Old Trafford, where history could just be made if it hasn't already. But on the actual picture, Manchester United up by 3-0 against their opponent Stormgoset tonight, where they're going for a 100% record in the group stages of this Europa League. That's a good save by Sergio Romero as Somerset take off on the front foot here. Great header. Fantastic save by Romero. Couple of goals from Rashford in the first half, but the history was made on the stroke of half time when Wayne Rooney tapped in his 249th goal for Manchester United, which puts him level with Sir Bobby Charlton. One more and he's on his own. And whenever that day comes, history will be made. But tonight, oh my, and what a strike! That is by Boateng, and it brings Somerset a small lifeline perhaps, And potential marring of the occasion here. That's a wonderful strike. And Romero is unfortunate not to get there, to be honest. And what a strike that is. Well, we had 3 goals in the first half. Romero's never getting to that in a million years. And wow. Could the occasion just be marred a little bit? Van Simic AJ Boateng then gives Somerset a small lifeline and brings the score back to 3-1. And will Manchester United be able to hold on for the rest of the game? And if you're wondering how Wayne Rooney got to 249 so quickly, don't forget he did have those seasons of playing under Cristiano Ronaldo as his teammate, in which those two were almost unstoppable. And Martial forces another save out of the keeper. Well, the R&R, Rooney and Ronaldo, was such a killer partnership for Manchester United. But unfortunately, Rooney is the only one left there of the two, as Ronaldo went to Real Madrid back in 2008, I think it was. And another great assist by Wayne Rooney from the corner. And that is poor defending by the Somerset players. Darmian is too open and should not be allowed that kind of space. And I think he's proven why. Well, one thing we didn't expect to say is Matteo Darmian is a Manchester United scorer tonight. But that has become the case. 4-1 to Manchester United. It is a stroll, despite the goal from Boateng earlier, which was a screamer to be fair. But other than that, it's been all Manchester United tonight at Old Trafford. Right old clash going on there, and Aaron Henwood is immediately to the ball. Marcus Rashford. He's going to play in Rooney! Oh, he's just inches wide. Wayne Rooney, literally inches for becoming Manchester United's top scorer of all time. Oh, that is so close. And Bobby Charlton will be probably happy to see the talk stop, because that has always been the case since the middle of last season, that Wayne Rooney would at some point overtake it. Maybe this season he'll be happy that the talk stopped. It's all Manchester United fans could really think about. When is Rooney going to get there? It's not a question of if anymore, because they're top of the tree and Rooney probably still has another year or so left in him. And he was mere inches from taking the record for himself there. He looks completely different since that goal went in for him. He's really pushing for it. Here he is again. Saved by the keeper. In by Jesse Lingard. 5-1. And United are in cruise control. And Rooney inadvertently assists here, because his shot bounces off the keeper and Lingard poaches it in. Rooney is all over the pitch today. He really wants that 250th Manchester United goal, doesn't he? But he'll have to wait probably a little bit longer. Jesse Lingard takes the plaudits for that one. 5 goals in the Europa League group stage. Amazing run that Jesse Lingard's on at the moment. From someone's feet and into another player's. Rooney, fantastic first touch. And he's completely ignoring the fact that Marcus Rashford is running in front of him. Wayne Rooney, surely this is it. He's off the post. Oh, Wayne Rooney, even closer. He's hit the post. He completely ignored the fact that Rashford was running in front of him. And still he couldn't finish it. Wayne Rooney, that's the closest he'll come without scoring for the rest of the season, unless he does now. Scoring is the only thing he can do. Oh, superb play from Wayne Rooney. Oh my goodness. The talk will go on and Bobby Charlton will be like, when does it end? It's not going to be tonight for Wayne Rooney. But nonetheless, Manchester United make it a convincing 6 from 6 in the group stages, with an absolutely thumping victory tonight, where history has sort of been made but not quite. But Wayne Rooney has drawn level with him now. And he's just 1 goal away from being out on his own. Superb performance from the captain. 3 assists and a goal. And inches from getting his 250th. But sadly not tonight. Jesse Lingard finished the rout. And even Darmian was in on the out with a superb header. Manchester United convincing winners again in the Europa League. The business starts in the knockout rounds though. But Manchester United have set down a marker. United 5. Stormgoset 1. So let's have a look at the final group stage match results tonight. Aberdeen losing to Lille by a goal to nil. As Aruca have lost against Celta Vigo, and that probably means Celta Vigo will progress along with United tonight in their group. Barrow score beating Rosenborg by a couple of goals to nil. Brondley 1, Polk 0, Cork City 0, Burnley 1. Omezak beating Fenerbahce by 2 goals to 1 as Canada's score held Southampton to a draw. In the other league match involving a Premier League side was West Ham, and they beat Midtjylland by 2 goals to 1. Rusev 0, Standard Liège 2. Feyenoord losing to Shakhtar Donetsk by the same scoreline. Austria Vienna 1, Mainz 0, Grasshopper Club 0, Fiorentina 1, Helsinki 0, Panathinaikos 1, Ghent 1, Villarreal 1, Genk 1, Moscow 2, Manchester United thumping Stormgoset by 5 goals to 1, Olympiacos 0, Evil 3, Atlet 0, Schalke 0, an interesting one there, Stamazor 2, Amoledo 0, Braga 3, Kandersport 0, Vienne 1, Nice 0, 2 rather, Skarbizet 1, AZ 2, Lubin 1, ASSE 2, Zenit 3, Gornberg 0. So the final Europa League groups, Schalke, Panathinaikos progressing from Group A, Standard Liège and Fenerbahce out from Group B. In Group C it's Praga and Mainz. Group D is Berlin and Villarreal. Group E is Nice and Zenit. Group F is SSC Fiorentina. Manchester United convincingly go through. Celta Vigo go through as well. In Group G it's H, it's Donetsk and Feyenoord. In Group I it's AV and AC. Southampton, the Premier League side, going through and winning the group incidentally against Krasnodar, and West Ham also winning their group and progressing with Spartak Moscow. And in Group L it's Salerudo and Poyog.